Hi Alana, I've been thinking a little bit about all the research I've been doing with film festivals and how the film festivals seem to try and tie the identity of the town or city, whichever particular film festival it is, in with the design of the posters and the promotional items, um, promotional material, should I say. And I've been thinking, how can I do that with Leeds? And I also quite liked the eye that I was looking at. Obviously, cinema revolves around the eye. You use your eye to watch cinema, and film festivals and designers are tapping into this with a promotional item, promotional material, and I quite like to tie that in with it as well. So I was thinking about ways I could do that, and I was taking a look at the Leeds owl. This is quite unique to Leeds, and it's part of Leeds' identity. It's used in the Leeds coat of arms, and if you're walking around Leeds, you'll see lots of these owls dotted about on buildings and what have you. And Leeds Film Festival, in particular, actually uses this in the logo. If you look at the logo there, that wing is actually supposed to be the wing of the Leeds owl. So it's got quite a close connection to Leeds in general, the film festival in general. If you look at the film festival website, the Leeds Film Festival website, it's there again, and it's well used within their material. So I think that's quite a good idea. I've been thinking of ways how I can tie that in, tie the owl in general with a film festival, and also how I can tie that in with the use of an eye, because I quite liked the idea of chopping an eye up into segments and then implanting clips from indie films into there. And I thought it might be a nice idea to do an owl, but I don't just want and use the owl's eye, a close up of the owl's eye in that way. I don't just want to use a photograph of an owl. I want to make it more of a high impact image. It's going to grab your attention, a bit more on trend. So I've been looking at what's on trend in graphic design in general. In general, polygon shapes are quite on trend at the minute. That's Katy Perry on the back of a polygon lion. She rode into a concert on that a few weeks ago. There she is again. And I've been looking at the internet and graphic design in general and seeing what's trending. And there's plenty of websites suggesting that polygon is trending at the minute. If you look at this, it's getting into logos and all aspects of graphic design now, and it's predicted to be a trend for 2015. Lots of examples of it in logos, but it is in graphic design in general as well. Lots of other websites, and it's with my research, it's cropping up all over. You're seeing it, lots of animals and everything really in polygon and graphic design at the minute. It's trending quite a lot. So I thought it might be a nice idea to turn an owl into a polygon owl, and that would also fit nicely in with the eye cut into these square segments. I think that would be quite nice. It's going to cover quite a few bases. Get the image of the eye in, which is a depiction of watching films and the segments of film in the eye. The owl has connection to Leeds, so I think that's quite a nice avenue to explore. So I've been doing some visuals in my layout workbook, seeing where that takes me. What have we got here? Yep, and thinking of ways of laying that out. And if you look, if you look at these here, the way that they've cropped these images halfway down the portrait, it creates a lot more of an intense mood, and it also draws emphasis on the eye when there's only one eye showing, and it to me it's a lot greater impact and I think the stare looks a lot more intense as well. So this is something you see quite a lot on DVD covers and CD covers and whatnot, just to sort of set the mood. And if you imagine I make my polygon owl and then I crop it down there like that, see straight away how much more intense that stare is. Now it's been cropped down the middle. Imagine that polygon, some negative space here and some text down the side of the image there, down the side of the poster or projection. So I think that would make a nice projection. So I'm going to go down that route at the minute and do some more visuals and see where that takes me.